bit startled. But let's play GM. Okay, Lou. So you are the GM of the Milwaukee Bucks. Your phone will be ringing this summer. So let's just say that both Dallas and San Antonio are calling, just like Chandler insinuated. You can get the number one pick, Cooper Flag, Gafford, maybe some other players. Or you can get the Spurs 2 lottery picks that they got last night, 2 and 14, plus Stephon Castle, and maybe who knows, you put something together. What are you tempted by either of those?
You got to listen and you got to see everything through. Like both from us being, GMs in our houses, it sounds great, right? So you gotta listen to all of those things. But again, if I'm the Mavericks and I feel like I have a pretty solid core, I'm going to see it through with Cooper Flag, and I'm going to give him an opportunity to grow and thrive. And again, you just traded away a superstar. You got a great opportunity of creating and breeding your own brand new superstar that this fan base can grow to love. Why would you kind of trade that away for what Chandler just said, for a guy that obviously you know who he is and established in his career, that's going to give you a great chance to win. But that window is going to be a short window with how old these guys are. It's going to be a 3 to 4 year window. When Cooper Flag, you can possibly have a guy from start to finish end up have his whole career being played out there, and that's going to give you a better opportunity to win games in the long term. You can look there. And also with San Antonio, I think that makes a lot more sense than the Dallas Mavericks do. So you got to see everything through. You got to listen, and you just got to see what makes the most sense. So Chandler said it. He got the ace of spades in his hand right now. Everything should be moving. The phone should be ringing up until the draft, up until the season starts. Like, see everything through, listen to everything. But I like both of those scenarios. But if I'm the Dallas Mavericks, I'm keeping this pick.
Can you imagine yesterday if I told you know what? The best 3 teams in the lottery, they're going to get the top 3 picks, and the worst 3 teams are going to get 4, 5, 6. Like, it's unbelievable. These now teams, Dallas, playoff, play-in team, whatever. Boom. Philly was going to be a really good team until they got hurt, and they had a dumpster fire. And the San Antonio Spurs, arguably now in the same conversation as OKC with all their talent and assets and what they got going on over there. They get 1, 2, 3 in a draft where, by the way, it's not just Cooper Flag. He gets all the love, all the talent. Dylan Harper is an absolute stud, immediate starting point guard probably in the NBA. Ace Bailey is a bucket. DJ Edgecombe is an absolute freak. Like Derek Queen from Maryland. Like, you can go on and on. So yes, and by the way, this hurts for like a Charlotte. This hurts for teams that slid. Our guy Ryan Smith, our gracious guest yesterday. That sucks. Like the guy, he gets fit like that. Like he gets the 5th pick, and like again, thank God for them that it is a top heavy draft. But think about the Spurs. They could just go and get Dylan Harper and be that point guard for the future and be really good. Philly now gets an Ace Bailey or a DJ, and to pair that with what they have with McCain and Maxey and PG and like Joel, like it is crazy. The good teams got good. It was a great night for the good teams. It was a bad night for the bad teams. But the Giannis trade, again, it's interesting. They have options too. Like they now have we know how good these kids are in the top 3, top 5 of this draft. So that is interesting to them. Giannis is 30 years old. It does feel like his window is closing in Milwaukee. So they, like the Mavs, like the Spurs, they have options. And so I don't think it's going to happen in Dallas. So I would say the Spurs would be the move. Stephon Castle coming off Rookie of the Year, stud. 2nd pick, Harper, stud. 14th pick's probably going to be some value. And also they're going to have to match the salary. Like I said earlier, it's $50 million. It's not just going to be, it's got to be more. I like it to San Antonio if I'm Milwaukee.
Interesting. Well, then let's just do it from the San Antonio side of things, right? Because you could do all of the things we just mentioned, or you keep those picks as is. You add some young guys to what's already a very young but very bright future roster. Like, does one of those stick out more than the other, Lou? Would you like to go get a bona fide superstar, or do you think you just keep sort of building these young guys?
I think the Spurs are in a different position. You have a lot of young potential. Now let's go out and get somebody established. Let's go out and get a Kevin Durant. Let's go look around and see if we can put a package together for Giannis, somebody. Like, we got a bunch of youth. At some point, you're going to have to mix in some vets, some guys that know how to win, that has leadership to get these guys to the promised land, So in that regard, you get the best available second player that's in that draft, and you dangle him like some keys and see what you can go out there and go get to add to Wemby. You got, like I said, you got all the youth in the world. At some point, you got to start establishing yourself as a threat in the Western Conference. You don't want to continue to be 2 and 3 years out. You want to start that clock now for Wemby and giving him the best opportunity to win. So I think the Spurs are in a different position. I think they go out and they get the best player available and they start playing ball from there.
Yeah,
Say
it's
it
a
with
good
me,
point.
guys. Race for Sace. Say it with me. You're gonna hear that a lot.
Listen, it's a good point because right now, let's just say that the Spurs stay put and they take the number 2
Sure.
pick. They're still kind of just this young, growing, super talented team. They put a package together where they now have like Wemby and Giannis on the floor together with what they already have, like mother of pearl. Like now we're talking contender. So we go from like a setup future to a solid team, gonna win a lot of games. Obviously, like they are so good. Then, but now you go and add a KD, you go and add a Giannis with Wemby, with De'Aaron Fox. Like, are you kidding me? Like, and they have Sohan, Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Castle, number 2 pick, number 14 pick. They are in such an unbelievable position that they can still keep their young core, keep their young assets for the most part together, while adding a top 5, top 10 NBA player to make them contenders right away.
Yeah, you don't want to be in Wemby's 3rd, 4th year talking about potential still, right?
No.
Like. Yeah, this is the season where you want to start seeing some results from bringing Wemby on and putting these pieces around him, De'Aaron Fox and all these. Like, you want to start seeing, why did we do this? So going to get another player, that delays your clock. That if you add an Ace Bailey to this, we're still talking potential. No, you want to start seeing some of the fruits of the labor and the reason why you're building this team out. So I think they're in a different position. Like I said, I think they go out, they get the best player available, and they allow that to be somebody else's potential, and we're trying to put ourselves in a position to win right now.
Dangle that no state tax. That's always a little fun carrot for everybody to think about. Okay, we know that mathematically the 3 biggest losers were obviously Washington, Charlotte, and Utah. And yes, shout out to Ryan Smith yesterday. I actually feel pretty bad sort of joking around with him, and then that actually came to fruition. That being said, this way that they do this, right, this whole flattened system, the whole point of it that they started in 2019 was theoretically that if you tanked, you don't necessarily get rewarded outright. That has seemingly worked so far, but I'm wondering, it still seems broken to me, Chandler, and I can't really put my words on it. Like, why do I think this sucks? Other than the fact that the 3 worst teams literally fell out of the top 3. Like that
you know
just happened.
You know why I hit it? You don't see it. Just do it on TV. Like take all these conspiracies.
Here we go.
Take all this mystery. Like I know it's not rigged. Like but like after last night, I have questions. It's like, come on, like yeah, let's go trade Luke to the biggest market, the Lakers. But don't worry, we'll give you Cooper. Like it's hard not to think that. Just do it on TV. What does it hurt? There's no risk of doing that. Like at least it puts people's mind at ease. You can eliminate. It eliminates any question on whether this is rigged or not. So you look at these teams. Yeah, I feel bad for them. I feel bad for Ryan Smith. Like the 14% chance to a 1.8% chance is crazy. Again, I do love the idea of like teams just tanking and sitting guys not getting rewarded. I also think that is bogus. I think you should play all 82 games trying to win. But again, the way this format is set up, why would you? It's a bad business move for the future for bad teams to do that. So on that side, like a front office, put my front office hat on, I totally get it. But I just think it's just show us, just show the people that are watching, show the people that are supporting them, like show us so there's no question or mystery about it.
I don't think it'll matter.
You don't? Why not?
You still think they got sneaky hands in there?
Yeah, we'd have found something to be wrong anyway. The reality is everybody will never be happy with some of the decisions that's made in professional sports or some of the things that you see. There's people out there that still think the players on the floor are rigging up games. They're trying, like, we're just lazy when it comes to how we dissect some of these things. And so even though some people would accept that, Chandler, we're still going to be unhappy. We're still going to have something to say. So I don't know.
It would be compelling.
It would be better. Yeah.
Yeah, we get to see it.
Ryan Smith texted me yesterday after I said, dude, what just happened? Like it's just, he went from possibly Cooper Flag to the 5th pick, like that after 6-8 months of just like losses. Like that's brutal.
Okay, but is that not the point? Like they along with Washington and Charlotte flat out tanked. Like you could make Dallas was playing. San Antonio wasn't necessarily tanking. They beat the Denver Nuggets in the final few weeks of the season. They were trying. So
if it's luck,
that not
it's
the
luck,
lesson?
right? If it's luck, it does. It's luck.
Say they try to put themselves in the best position possible, not the guaranteed position. They did what they had to do on their end. It didn't work out. They got to move on.
I do think airing it live would buy you a little bit of grace, but eventually, the same way we do with like the lotto picks at night when the woman or the man comes out and little balls come out. At some point, I start to think that's fixed too, just because this is the world we live in. I'm like, oh, somehow they cheated.
Like she's got definitely a sleight of hand. She's got some David Blaine.
Or like the only numbers in there are 4.
You see what we're doing? You see what I mean? We'll never be happy.
She's a paid actress up there.
Yep.
I'm not buying that either.
It'll never work.
It'll never work. But it would feel more transparent rather than they're all in a secret room. They've given up their phones and then blammo, they're up on the stage and that's it. We're like, okay.
Yeah, right now we're just forced just to believe this little envelope. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Listen,
I don't like it. But I will say,
once upon a time, we did have the ball machine, and we still weren't happy. So at this point, we just got to deal with whatever comes out of it.
Yeah, more trust issues now than ever.
I know. Actually, we're a much more cynical society, Lou.
Yeah.
All right. So that was the draft lottery. It was good for some, not for others. But we did have some games, and we're gonna.
There was 2 games last night. We just spent 22 minutes talking about the lottery show. That's how crazy that was.
Oh wait, no. There is a tweet. Sorry, Conrad's in my ear. That's on me. There is a tweet because people were not happy. Here we go. I watched my childhood team be moved to New Orleans. I was then given the Bobcats. Sat through the worst season in NBA history. You gave that number 1 to New Orleans. I haven't seen a series win since 2002. You took the All-Star away in 2017. Haven't been to the playoffs since 2016. Obviously, this gentleman is from Charlotte or woman. I mean, that is ultimately, I don't know what to tell someone like that because we also don't want people to straight up tank, right? Like, that's where we're stuck. I don't have a fix. I'm just saying that's kind of where we are.
Yeah. Like we again, I agree. You shouldn't get rewarded for losing. Now, is that going to make it more fair and more of a middle class in the NBA? Like right now, like last night was so top heavy. Like the rich got richer and the poor got poor last night. Like it didn't feel right. I wasn't even thinking of it as a possibility, Michelle. Like I never imagined last night it going Dallas, San Antonio, Philly. Like that is just ridiculous.
Yeah, well, you didn't have this candle lit in front of your TV. When you do that, it changes the entire way Destiny plays. that's all I knew.
Who's the other candle right there?
Tina Fey, just a big fan. Just a random. All right,
at least Charlotte has a team. At least Charlotte has a team. You know what?
Is that the saving? Okay, well, that's what we're going with. Guys, we are going to get to the games. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side, we will dissect Knicks last night. We'll be back.